On Tuesday, the finance minister, Chrystia Freeland of the Liberal government, announced some new tax measures that are going to be imposed as of January the 1st, 2024. Airbnb short-term rentals are going to be a bust. Now, if we look at what they're trying to do here is basically kill off all the people who are operating Airbnb short-term rentals outside of their principal residences. Hi, I'm Paul Sawhney. I am a realtor, mortgage specialist, and real estate investor here in the GTA. And if you did not hear the news from the fall economic report, if any of these people actually have a resort style property up north, they're able to still continue. However, they're going to rip you at very high tax rates. They will not allow you to expense items to deduct for your income tax purposes. So basically for Airbnb, when it comes to short-term rentals, and especially for those who are using the Airbnb model to generate income as a business as such, are really going to feel this pinch. And at the same time, because you're not able to generate the type of income that you wanted, you will be forced to basically either go to long-term rental, or you may just want to sell because the ROI is not there and you don't want to take the burden of dealing with a long-term tenant. The Liberal government has made a point of addressing affordable housing when it comes to the fall financial economic report. However, this in the short term is going to cause ripples when it comes to inventory for homes, because more than likely, the way I see it, people will be selling their homes that are being used currently for short-term rentals because it's not worth it, and it's only going to affect housing prices, as we're going to have a little bit of a run-up when it comes to housing inventory. It's going to happen more within the condo market, where we're finding that people are running these illegal style hotels, running them on short term. So the Liberal government feels that this change is actually going to definitely benefit those that are looking for long-term rentals. And then at the same time, because there's an oversupply of long-term rentals, it's going to help with the rental rates also coming down. The federal government is going to be spending $50 million over the next 3 years to help municipalities help enforce this new change when it comes to short-term rentals. There are about 8,000 people that have actually purchased permits to operate a legal Airbnb or Vrbo or whatever other model that people are using for short-term rentals. So one side that I do see where they're thinking that it's going to create affordability is that if the strong immigration continues, they're not purchasing homes, they are renting, meaning that, again, there's still going to be pressure and demand for rental units. It will be interesting to see how they're going to be enforcing this and if this is really going to be helping affordability and potentially the housing crisis. In the city of Toronto alone, they have 8,000 registered short-term rental units that have these licenses. So I think Airbnb themselves are not necessarily going to be hurt so much so by this. This is going to definitely have a ripple down effect when it comes to people that are operating short-term rentals. They will now be possibly selling their properties because, again, it's not worth them holding on to a property with long-term tenants, and as a result could possibly be selling these properties for a little bit less just to quickly get out and not deal with potentially faced with very high mortgage costs. So because of the ROI on short-term rentals compared to what their mortgage payments are, these homeowners were able to absorb a higher interest cost during this high inflationary period. They were able to offset it with higher returns from short-term rental. In today's case, what's going to happen as of January 1st is they're going to need to offload this before they face even more issues. So instead of them pivoting towards long-term rentals, they will probably just offload these units, possibly doing quick sales, reducing those prices just to get them off their hands, and now affecting you, the homeowner, in that particular community because somebody has reduced their price to a point that is not necessarily favorable to the market. Airbnb short-term rentals are definitely a bust, and if I were you, I would definitely consider offloading these properties because you're sure as hell not going to be making the returns on your investment that you did have when you had short-term rentals. If you have any questions regarding real estate or mortgages, I highly encourage you to book a call via my Calendly link. The information is in the bio below. This is a one-on-one call where we can discuss all things real estate and mortgages. Comment below and tell me how you feel about the changes that they have made when it comes to Airbnb short-term rentals in Canada. Catch you on the next one.